Yo guys, let's go.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinals here at the Games of the Future 2026 happening in Astana, Kazakhstan. We've had some action-packed past couple of days, and now we're down to two. In this one, we've got two matches for you guys. It's going to be best of three. We're starting off with Selangor Red Giants versus ONIC, both coming from sweeps yesterday. And now to move forward to the grand final spot, one of them has to win here. They'll send the other to the third place match. It's me and Leo today to bring you the action. Leo, how are we feeling?
I am pleasantly surprised as to how we've gotten to our top four. It's great to be back at your service. And, you know, as much as we'd want and wish to have been in Astana to call these matches, we were happy to have our dulcet tones play over the big speakers in the arena. This is bound to be one banger of a best of three.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling well, man. Again, you know, we just saw each other a week ago or so in Paris, just like a lot of these teams did. I mean, that was kind of, you know, a lot of the storyline coming into this, just how these teams just competed over there in France, and now they're over here. Great to have them over in Kazakhstan, of course. And I think what has surprised a lot of people is just not just the fact that the champions over in Paris got knocked out so early, that's team spirit, but just how we might potentially see a rematch of last year's Games of the Future 2025, which was between ONIC and Aurora Gaming, which we'll watch in action later on, where, you know, ONIC won that in a sweep. So we did hear through the interviews, of course, there towards the end that, you know, they wanted to go for a rematch. Well, it starts with this. Again, can Selangor Red Giants, can the Giants change that course for ONIC? Because I think if you look at yesterday's matches, if you guys didn't get to tune into them, they both had pretty dominant sweeps. I mean, SRG and ONIC both had, I think, 10-minute games or so around there in their matchups. SRG played at Foot Esports, ONIC played against DFYG, and so this is a very strong showing for them yesterday. Now, going into this, you know, I don't expect sweeps today, man. I mean, we only got two matches. We've got to get the full series going on. 3 games, hopefully, for both. Again, we know what the prize pool is at stake here. It's quite massive, $1 million across for all teams. And now that you're down to the last 4, this is where there's like this big jump in prize pool for the teams competing for the rest of the massive prize pool of it. But also, I will have to say this, man. The meta game, we've talked so much about it. I don't know if you've seen this too, Leo, but it hasn't changed too much from what we saw in MSC, but it's changed a bit, you know, it's changed a bit. Melissa especially really raising in stock value. The Barretts also still being one, but I think it's interesting where the jungle has ended up too. You know, some of those picks that we saw pop up have kind of fallen off, and we've seen some surprise picks too, like the Leomord come through.
It's Hirara or bust. This is what I'm seeing. Again, the memes will tell you when you're talking about ONIC ID, you're talking about the Sky Kings, you're talking about Kyrie. It's like when he picks a jungler, as long as it's open, Coach Chewe, Coach Yeb, the Raja won't even think twice. Now that we're talking about the meta in general, right? I agree. It really didn't change much since MSC. But if there is one thing that is in flux, is where these championship teams are right now. I'm talking about these top 4. We're used to seeing them play in best of 5s, best of 7s. A shame that we'll only really be seeing them in action in best of 3s before the finals. But when you think of where SRG is right now, it's more than just the meta that's in flux. Even they are in, let's say, their Metapod or Kakuna phase for those Pokemon fans, because they changed their jungler. Like, this is Uni right now. We're so used to it being the Sky Prince, the MVP of MSC 2024 in Sekais, but it's Uni who's playing, and they got to this point with Uni. And folks, it's not like he got lost along the way in Paris. Like, he's still on the team. It's just this is the shape that SRG is in now going into game number 1. Atlas, Selena, get out of here. Freya, Marcel, get out of here. What does this leave open? I'd say think of that whole Nolan Hirara trade. Think of if you want to get rid of Melissa this early on.
Oof. If they don't get it, I'm expecting the trade is probably going to be for the Melissa. If not that, then the Barretts. Like both these teams obviously want the Barretts. We have seen that go blue side.
There it is.
Priority, they will take out the Melissa though. So ONIC is going to go ahead and take that. If this is, so now the choice is Harara or Barretts. What do you ban out if you're SRG? You know, you kind of have to decide from there.
You know what? I think there's enough reps to just give Kyrie the Hirara, then play from there. Again, you're going to get the winning Nolan trade anyways. Consider this as well. Midweek patch, right? Changed very little. I believe Kaja should not be available for play just yet in case there's like, you know, the 100 people in chat asking where's the new Kaja. He's reworked, so don't even think about it. But Gord nerfed and Novaria slightly buffed. I guess that's the reason why we saw her get played in a couple of games this past week.
Yeah. I shed a tear for Gord, you know, because he had his moment. I guess I should be happy that it lasted as long as it did.
Yes.
You know, but it was time for a change, and I got a chance to try the Kaja too, man. I don't. Again, we probably won't see it here, obviously, but we can look forward to it in the future because I think it was a really fun change that that Kaja went through. Now Barrett's being banned out, so you know they're taking their time, but I'm still expecting this just to be the Hirara trade, unless ONIC is deciding to do something else. We got ONIC fans out there too. Love the stickers, and you know, of course, we've had a lot of fans being able to go ahead and meet the teams. I think that's been amazing. Whoa, a Paquito first pick instead.
Okay, so instead of it being the telegraphed Hirara into Nolan, because again, the Nolan wins at about 60% of the time, they go for the flex in blue. So this is Coach Chewe, Coach Yeb going, yeah, we're on blue. We're going to get the priority, and we're going to control the draft. We're going to flex on y'all into blue 4-5. How does SRG answer back? I don't know if it's worth it to put Hirara on Uni and then grab something else like a Valentina this early on. Kind of block out potential fake outs. But also, considering Baratz is out already, they might invest in like a solid XP like an Esmeralda. Esmeralda wins against Paquito.
Yeah, maybe just get it early. Otherwise, they could risk it going over on the flip side to ONIC. They're going to go with the Hirara, though. Belric was kind of what I expected, though, to be one of the answers here. That's usually what happens over on the first phase for red side once they see that blue priority. So you get the Belric, now you have the Hirara, which makes sense because also we've seen that Belric picked up so much when it is first pick blue side Hirara, because it just kind of helps, you know, lock down who you need to with the Wrath of Dryads, but also the playmaking potential. Now the thing though is, Leo, like we've seen, I think the meta with some of these top heroes being picked up, there's more flexing happening, you know, and some teams have tested out. We even saw the likes of a Rome Valentina come through. Obviously, the Valentina Novaria combo that we saw yesterday. Belric can be parked into the XP lane, not just in that Rome. And there's a whole lot of that you can actually play around with. But this seems pretty standard. We'll see exactly where SRG's going with this on their third pick. But with the Uranus over there, so now you know, all right? Paquito, is he going jungle?
Do you?
Right?
Here's the thing. By Uranus going blue 2-3, you don't know where the Paquito's going. And again, throwing back to, I don't know, as far back as like 8 months back, we've seen Uranus in the jungle. So who knows what ONIC is cooking?
Oh, that's true. And now that we've seen Valentina in the Rome, Paquito can go in the gold. I don't know, man.
Yeah, nothing is set in stone. This is a
mind games.
This is a very flexible draft that they've gotten. Blue 1-3. Red 3 though, closing up. Look at SRG. All cards on the table. This is most likely an EXP Ruby, like 90%.
Yeah, 90%. I mean, there's still a world where it's like, oh, remember the day of, you know, Gold Lane Ruby. That can still be a thing, right?
But
Gold
it's
Lane
cram, though. It's cram.
Yeah, it's cram. It has to be going over in that XP. So Belric Rome, pretty straightforward, I would say, for SRG, which leaves us to still wonder what they're going to put, you know, exactly 100% what is going in the jungle for the hands of Kyrie. You see that out there, too. You know, Kyrie diff. I think a lot of people have been looking at these junglers that we've seen so well over the years now, you know, develop into these star players and everything else. And you think, okay, well, this is kind of the assassin meta, right? So they should be able to do this, this, and this. And one thing's for sure is the compositions now are so, even more so, I feel like, really based around allowing your jungler to get that momentum building early on, scale up from there, and then let them just kind of take away the game. And that's why we have such fast games. I'm not sure exactly on the average game time of games of the future, but it's definitely maybe that 15 or less minute mark. We've had a handful of games maybe only go 20 plus minutes. I mean, me and Wolf were asking desperately so we could have an evolved Lord, you know, because I kind of forgot that, you know, it's been so long in some of the games where it's like, man, where's the evolved Lord going? We haven't seen him in a while, right? Because all these games ending 15, sub 15 has been the case. So last couple bans will tell us where they're going with it. The Dairoth being banned out by ONIC, Harley on the other side. So even SRG isn't 100% sure yet. So they're going to go and just cover the base, ban out the Harley.
Because of how flexible either side is and this abomination of a metagame that Moonton has concocted for us, both sides are flexing really hard. That's why those bans are so weird. An XP laner, a jungler, a mid laner, a roamer. I can't remember the last time a metagame was this in flux. So Red 4, the pick for SRG, I'd say lock in that gold laner right now. Show us. Leave the mid so that you can kind of prio balance that with the Beleric with Red 5. So yeah. I'd say expose that gold lane right now. I'm sure Innocent can handle it, whatever it is. Like, if it's going to be a Moskov, oh, that would be really good. Oh, instead, it's a mid laner first.
Okay, Kimmy. So they want to hold on to Innocent's pick. Get with the Kimmy. They have a whole lot of crowd control, man. Like, this is so much crowd control that SRG is looking to potentially play with. Right now, there's a lot of damage, you know, and soak up potential that ONIC can utilize here. Valentina most likely will just... You got a couple options, actually. Do you want to take the Wrath of the Dryad, that ultimate from Belric, or do you want to go ahead and take the ultimate of Ruby, the I'm Offended? There's some great setup potential there. Now, these next two picks will put all the pieces to the puzzle for ONIC.
They need crowd control. Now you mentioned it. There's that crowd control. Massive source. The Guinevere, which we still don't know where it's going. Again, there's a world where it's actually going in a Keyboy's hands.
Okay.
And it's not. It's a Jungle Gwyn, Rome Matilda, gold lane pack. Okay, so this kind of makes sense now. It's like a well-written Nolan film, well, the very first one, and maybe a little bit of Tenet. So, you know, it's non-linear drafting.
Okay, non-linear drafting. I like how it doesn't, you know, come to fruition until the very end, though. You know, then we really know where it's going. But dude, this Matilda yesterday alone caused so much trouble for the opposing team, just because, again, mobility, right? Shields, pretty good poke, I'd say, too, after she got that buff back when that last couple patches ago when she got that buff on her Wisps. You know, she's able to actually go ahead and poke pretty well. You pair it up with this Guinevere, who gives you also great crowd control. And now the answer, okay. So Esmeralda's open, might as well. We know there's shields that are going to be popping up over here. You get the Esmeralda, go ahead and deal with that. This is the eternal battle in the XP lane. Not too much is going to happen there, but everything will happen around these objectives. Now, Leo, real quick before we jump into the game, who are you leaning towards for game one? Again, it's a best of 3. You can only do so much in 3 games, and that's hopefully what we get. Where are you going towards for game 1?
I really like how decisive ONIC are. I was so sure that Cram was going to get his hands on the Ruby, but the 10% swing, again, the fact that there were an ungodly amount of shields forced them to throw it into the hands of Innocent. And then they picked the Esmeralda, Red 5, to answer all of the aforementioned shields. So with that said, I'm liking ONIC. Yeah, sure, you get solutions, but at the end of the day, who's the beatdown? Who's dictating what you're allowing your opponent to do? That's ONIC. So I'll say ONIC had a better plan. Yes, SRG did get the pivot, but going into game number 1, I'm with the squad who says, this is what we're going to do. What you going to do about it?
Okay. Well, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to jump into the game. Again, first game of the day. Want to make sure that they have everything settled for our players here. Granted that it is, you know, granted that it is 3 games. Got to go ahead and get the best situation for our players. Now, one thing's for sure, I think it's felt this way, man, where it's like the drafting, because of the nature of having these heroes that can be flexed, having these kind of surprises, especially when it's like the last, 2 picks on both sides of the last, let's say the last pick for a red side there, that red 5 pick. There's so much that can happen here, but one thing is that it feels almost coin flippy in a way, where it's like, okay, there's clear strategy happening in the draft, but sometimes with certain teams, right, even at this highest level like this with ONIC and SRG, some of these team fights are kind of weird, because even if you have a lead, 5,000-6,000 gold, it's gotten to this place where, again, think what Harara has showed us that she's capable of doing. The way she moves around the map and everything else. Sometimes you think you have a team fight won, and then she escapes. Well, Matilda helps you do that. So here we go. We're going to be jumping into the Land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's the semifinals here for the Games of the Future. We got a best of 3. One of these teams will move on to the grand final, and one will be knocked down to that 3rd place match. So let's go ahead and jump into this one.
Good priority coming in from SRG. The space that the Kimmy and the Bellerix engagements allow for this duo to kind of play toe-to-toe against a very deadly Matilda and Valentina combo. So that allows SRG to cross over first. Cram coming in to help equalize to get that little Wanderer, and that allows SRG to go up maybe about 100, 200 gold.
All right, a little bit of early poking happening here in the mid lane. Of course, this is kind of what we expected. It's funny because the matches yesterday, I felt like were a little more, in terms of the mid lane, you didn't see, when it got to game 3, you didn't see that crazy go-to strategy where it's like mid lane's whole, pre-first turtle is, let's see if we can get some battle spells out. Let's see if we can actually cause some havoc here, potentially get a first blood. But when that doesn't happen, it's kind of more of a stalemate into that first turtle. Then you're like, okay, eventually this big fight is going to break out. Looks like they're going to go for Cram. It's tanky enough, though. Oh, all right.
Given that was just a 3-man gank, ONIC tried, and you can see how early on, even without items, Keyboy's Wisps hurt. But again, Cram, no worries there. Did not need to pop the Purify. Maybe just needed to regen, so that's a free resource. Turtle spawns in the upper quarter. Good start for the bottom lane as well. Sans here in trouble. Forced to flicker back. Stormy wants to finish the job. Finds it. SRG draws first blood. Up top, though, they force a Purify from Cram, and they will trade off for SRG's team captain's down. Here comes SRG. Coming for the clapback. Down goes Kyrie. Uni takes him down. ONIC out of jungler. Circling Eagle. Knocking up one, but Stormy gets away. Able to purify through, and Uni finds Keyboy. Lootpi gonna dash on back. SRG, massive win across 2 lanes.
Oh, man, that was really good from SRG, and this should result in them getting this turtle, because I don't think Kyrie's going to be there in time, as he's just going to grab his buff. And Yum's setting up, so Uni able to secure the objective, and some kills too. Again, 2 kills in the hands of Uni on a Harara. Now, usually when the Harara is picked up, we've seen it go to a point where, it might struggle a little bit in the early game, but if you get some early kills, and you're moving the way Uni's moving, this is why people have been so impressed by Uni. Again, Sakai's amazing jungler, but Uni, when he stepped in, even back in Paris, people are like, how would this pan out? Well, now Uni starting strong in game 1 against ONIC to get SRG to the grand finals here. This is something that can snowball out of control if you're ONIC, and you gotta be a little cautious about this, because the way that just Harari can do some crazy things. This is why I was saying it almost felt coin flippy because of her kit, and then that's why if you're gonna pick a Guinevere, which we saw banned out quite a bit of times, they can still play with that potential to go in spatial migration, Requiem combo. But what they can't let happen here, Leo, is those stacks to build on the Sky Piercer of Uni. Remember when we've seen a fully stacked Sky Piercer Harara, how dangerous it can be.
I don't think dangerous is the word to describe it. Unfair is a little more appropriate. Selangor Giants now crossing over to the lower quarter of the map. They know that they have the initiative here. They have tempo on their side. They're forcing Kelra back. And here's the issue with a Uranus, right? If you're holding the map hostage, you're winning. But if your opponent doesn't care, you're kind of just a big meat shield, a walking ward. Your vision that floats and moves around. So I think that's what Selangor Red Giants are taking advantage of, the fact that they've isolated Lutpi from the action. It's basically Cram calling the shots, holding down the lane, and then he'll be able to make it back after expanding rivers. Turtle spawns lower quarter. Let's see how ONIC close this gap. It's about a 700, 600 gold lead.
Yeah, it's not too much. Turtle's going to be up, but they'll make their way down here. Again, expanding rivers is the map, so quick rotation for the objectives. SRG doesn't want to go ahead and just start this up blindly, though. They do meet Lutpi here in the mid lane. They knew he was going to rotate down, but not really able to do too much. Cram picking up a Enchanted Talisman. So now they'll decide to go ahead and start up this turtle. Kelro's getting a good push, though, into that turret. Turtle secured.
What a yeet coming in from Kyrie. That is the pulse thrown out by Stormy. No one home. That's an interesting start. I think Selangor Giants were overthinking it. They were considering we can take it slow, we have them by the ropes, and then ONIC says, nah, we have you by the ropes. All this while, Kelra doesn't even care. I think he paid for that coaching session with that turret down bottom, and he said, I'm gonna get my reps. I will get my sandbag, and he will get a slow push. I don't think Innocent can stop this.
Yeah, again, I think he was treating that like a punching bag, basically, as a turret falls. Kelra just goes ahead, converts a turret for ONIC, plus get that turtle. Helps them. Again, it's not a big lead or anything, but SRG was maintaining a small one, and now that's pretty much been taken care of. Sans holding on to his own Wrath of the Dryad here. This is a very slow-paced game in terms of fighting, because again, both teams' compositions are that way, right? Uni wants to get stacks, he wants to get kills, which he started, but ONIC responds by just kind of slowing things down. If they can steal objectives, kind of take them away from SRG like that turret and like that turtle, then they're happy with that, because again, they're fighting into this game of we've got utility, right? I think that's the biggest thing on their side, is they've got utility to work with, and they have to be a little more they have to play a little more finesse with these team fights, just because of the crowd control overload.
Oh!
Okay, Yums.
Yums coming in, flicker out the Dryad, stack pending on Sans, but he gets away. Uni says, I will get mine. Couple of iframes already. Kyrie looking for his man, finds it. Dash and Requiem closing the gap. Uni overextended himself. Selangor Red Giants already down about 1,000 gold. They miscalculated how much range they could play with. ONIC are calling the shots. Kelra books another membership up top. He has a second punching bag to deal with.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and take that one down too. Last turtle is up. Again, Uni getting punished there. Loses a little bit of those stacks, of course, that he built up here with the Sky Piercer. And now Kelra continues to push. Someone's going to have to go deal with him. If he continues to do this, he might rotate down with the expanding rivers just so they can secure this third turtle. It's being held here. It's going to go for a reset. Kelra makes his way. Sounds will clear out the wave. He doesn't have an ultimate stolen yet. Oh,
Lutpi doesn't even care, man. This is best case scenario. ONIC have forced SRG to respond, but the Giants will take the turtle, and Lutpi continues.
No.
ONIC did not get to take advantage of Lutpi's spacing. Oh, he does pop the consecration there, holding on to Purify. What is ONIC playing here? What's the long-term benefit of playing footsies like that and not getting anything in return? SRG have effectively closed the gap. They stopped the bleeding. Joseph, there's just barely 2,000 between them. That could have definitely gotten worse, but SRG put a bandage. In comes Kelra. Punches Innocent in the face. Finds Keyboy, and it's enough to stop him. That traction pulse stops the rest of them. Now Uni finds Kyrie coming in with one dash, an iframe. A little bit more left in the tank. Uni wants stacks. Finds Keyboy. Takes a bit of damage from Kelra. Punch to the face. Spell Vamp will keep him top. Just like that, a domino effect. SRG now close the gap once again. Barely 500 between them.
Well, I don't know. You asked me what was the play, what was the long game here for ONIC. Well, I think they're losing control of the potential for something to happen here, Leo, because now the tier 2 turret up top most likely going to go down as SRG is controlling the space. They do clear out the wave, but it's under half health now. And with a Lord coming up in about 45 seconds, SRG is showing that right now they just have kind of this, they have more damage to work with. I mean, Keyboy was deleted there, it seemed like, from Uni. You know, he's able to go and happen. And maybe this will tell us why. The items that we're looking at right now, you can see a bit of a difference over there for the XP, the mid, and the jungle, obviously. But one of the biggest things, again, is just the threat of stacks on a Hirara. even without the crazy amount of damage that we're used to seeing with marksmen, for example, when they get that whole that trinity of items set up, it's just the amount of burst and ability they can work with here. And here's one of the things ONIC has to do is, you know, again, crowd control being SRG's one of their biggest favors. We saw it earlier in one of the team fights where if your Wrath of the Dryad or your I'm Offended, and even the Traction Pulse don't land the way that they want them to, then you can re-engage into the fight and make something happen with themselves. Kelra more so just has to kind of wait for that opening, you know? That's one of the main things. He's mostly just been punching turrets. Well, pretty soon he's going to have to start punching SRG here. This Lord is up. It's being slowly worked on, but they can go ahead and just delay this further. There will be a wave cleared up top by Uni as they go ahead and get ready to take this. They might just look for a fight. Conceal's used. Okay.
Lord here, taking quite a bit, down to a quarter. Uni going to punch him. Lutfi holding down, left mid brush. Taking a few hits from Stormy. Lord gets reset. No action just yet. Coming in! Big 3-man! Make it a 4-man! Requiem coming through! But the damage isn't true. Kelra couldn't get the right punches. There's the stolen Wrath of the Dryad. Yums once more. Cram putting about a bit of damage, dancing around him. Shields for you, shields for me. Down goes Stormy. Stance finds him. Now Innocent falls. SRG are down 2 men. Yums running away. He's burning. He lives. And now the iframe tames Uni as well. But another circling eagle. Does this ult not have a cooldown? ONIC are happy with what they got. Cram maybe one more, make it 3. They missed a hat trick. Uni iframes through, but Kelra catches him in the chin. And now Cram might fall, but Cram does find Kelra first. 3 for 1. Massive win for ONIC. We're going back and forth here, Joseph, as Kyrie threatens another ult, and he finds it. The Requiem plus the stolen Wrath of the Dryads once again. The pulse won't stop it. Keyboy falls. Hume still alive. Lutfi trying to put Ionic Edge sacks. Kyrie gets a double. Now Stormy gonna be up next.
Kyrie!
Stormy gets taken down. Innocent. Not enough lifesteal on this Ruby. That's a wipeout. ONIC go for the Lord.
They played the long game, Leo. What a team fight. That was dragged out so much that we saw, what, 2, 3 circling eagles and a bunch of setup potential, and they're going to be able to secure themselves a Lord here. But man, talk about patience. You know, being able to maneuver around that, you know, Kelra able to go ahead and secure the kills there when he needed to, but then it was just Loopy being that frontline bulwark and then playing around Keyboy's guiding wind and circling eagle, allowing Kyrie the opportunity to find the right moments of, okay, I can jump in.
Doesn't have enough shield from guiding wind and freaking photo. He wants blood wings too. Freaking
every
hell.
single time there was a revitalize on the play, but now there isn't. It's just these compositions. They allow these long team fights. They allow these long team fights to happen.
My God.
One up. Some key item
That's literally Odysseus right there, chat. He's just freaking strolling around.
Outer turrets for Malaysia's champions.
Okay.
What the fuck? He just stayed under turret for like a billion years. Odysseus Uranus, man.
But yeah, they lose some holy defense shield. Now SRG's looking for a potential play here.
Kyrie. Oh, spatial migrate. Oh my God. The Kumar work. The Kumar work. Sounds with the Wrath of the Dryad Flicker. Kelra's just killing everybody. Oh my God, dude. Kyrie with the freaking Kumar jump. Redeeming himself for M5. Whoa, what the fuck? Kelra just flickered in. And he survives through it all. This freaking guiding wind is crazy. Oh my God. KK combo, bro. Well, technically KKK with Keyboy and Kelra and Kyrie, but that's like not really that cool, right? Like, we can't say KKK, man. Keyboy wins a crowd. Well played. What a game. That was a good game to start things off, man. It was so equal up until like mid-game, that long-ass fight.
Coming in clutch in game 1 to give them the upper
GG,
hand
GG,
against
GG. Well
SRG.
played.
We'll have to see some things change here, of course, for Slang our Red
Yeah,
Giants.
this meta is starting to be
Extend
really
these
cancer now,
team
bro.
fights
The Uranus Esmeralda matchup is so freaking cancer. And the Mathilda, chat. Okay, you know what? I think Mathilda might turn into a first pick, first phase prio hero. From yesterday, we've just been seeing so many Mathildas, and it's so disgusting. We might be seeing more Mathilda bans in the first phase, or maybe even more picks of Mathilda first phase. I think we can let this go. This guy's legit better than Belric. They pick it up here still, but like, dude, you see the impact on Mathilda the last few matches in GOTF, and it's insane. Switch to DJY stream. Is DJY streaming? He's not streaming, bro. Yo, why doesn't DJY watch party, man? Wasn't he watch partying EWC, and then why did he stop? CW cooked that draft? Yeah, they actually did an amazing job that draft. Shark would have loved Mathilda. Maybe. DJY is just lazy. Yeah. DJY, get to work, bro. Chop, man. Spirit lost. What do you mean where they are? Yeah, Spirit lost, guys. Calra getting good with fighters. I think he's always been good on Paquito, chat. I think he just didn't want to. I think they just didn't want to pick it up for him for some reason in MSC. Because in the third place match, they also played the Paquito and he smashed Falcons. 3-0, by the way, against Falcons. Like, Falcons were just cooked. Why the fuck is there a mining ad? I don't know. But now I understand why Carl Teasy said the things he said on stream, chat. I remember watching a clip from Carl Teasy's stream and he said the meta is just so weird. He doesn't understand it all. Like, even now he doesn't understand it. Makes sense. This meta is looking very weird. I thought I got a grasp on the meta and then we freaking get Mathilda, Guinevere, Uranus, Paquito. And now I'm like, wait. And the games are just so weird because SRG get the neutral objectives, they get a 3-1 lead, but they can't capitalize on anything because they just can't kill anybody. And ONIC just play the macro game. Honestly, though, I think Innocent made a few mistakes that game that kind of gave ONIC a way back. Because, like, SRG should have snowballed out of control after that first 3 kills and Turtle. Like here. Innocent rotates into mid lane, which is cool, right? But he tries to rotate all the way top, which I'm not a big fan of here. Because he ends up staying in mid for such a long time and it gives Kelra basically the entire gold shield in the bottom lane. This is what caused ONIC to get this turret down below, and they were able to get so much tempo out of this. It's all about the small wins, man. And again, like he does it again, right? He leaves it, Kelra gets a few hits on it. It makes sense for the Ruby to play around the map. But now that I'm thinking about it, I thought it was going to be the Esmeralda in XP so that they get prio. They get prio up top, but then they lose out in the bottom lane. So, I don't know. It gets chopped either way. Frick. I really like the Ruby pick, though, still. I think they just played it wrong a bit. Carl Teasy, it's okay, man. We Filipinos have a KKK too, but the good on one, it's a revolutionary group to fight our Spanish colonized. Okay. I thought you guys had a freaking crazy gang. Pro Esports posted the official release of Coily. Alright, Coily, welcome to Aurora Gaming. With Nats. Nats, congratulations, man. You're back to the Philippines. Let's see, chat. Aurora, Coily, Aurora, Nats. Do you guys think this is going to be a better team?
Let's get back into the game itself.
Okay, no disrespect to Nats. He's really good. But this meta is not meant for him, in my opinion. He's also kind of like a Sanford-esque player, right? Maybe, I mean, on the Esmeralda is going to be good. But I like him on carries, chat. I don't like him on, like, Barats. Or even Ruby, you know? Some picks he's really good, like Esmeralda and Alice. This meta, that's one thing that Aurora will lose out, man. Aurora will lose out on Edward. Edward is such a complete XP laner. You know, Sanford's my GOAT, but this guy is more complete. On carries, I'll take Sanford any day of the week. But when I have to, when like this meta comes in, Barats, Edward still does well. He's not just good on carries. You still want him on carries, obviously, because he's Edward. But he's so complete, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the teams were always on point, always there. I mean, now we see...
Yeah, Edward is all-round. Yeah, Edward is a very good all-rounder, man. He reminds me of Shogun a lot, you know? Like, but Shogun is, like, just a lot better than him. Bigatron, every single one of Bigatron is better than anyone in any team, man. My GOAT. Nocti Singh, what's up, Mirko? My GOAT. Can I get a yeehaw? Yeehaw, bro! Mr. Consistent? Yeah, bro. Stop the cap? What do you mean cap, bro? I'm being completely serious right now, bro. Sudden glaze. Edward will be going to H. Dude, if Edward goes to H, honestly, I'll be super sad. I'll be super sad if Edward goes to H. It's so... Oh my god, man. Are all the Blacklist players just gonna go to H, chat? Renegade already left. Oheb already left. Haji, please stay. You're my favorite on the Blacklist original team, please. Don't go. Don't go, Haji, please. Imagine Edward at M3. What do you mean, imagine Edward at M3? We don't need to imagine. He was a beast at M3, bro. I was casting M3. I don't need to imagine. I remember. Chaknu is in 8. Really? Did Chaknu move? I think this is the problem with Philippines, okay, chat? I think this is genuinely the problem with Philippines. A lot of your good players are getting imported or exported out to different countries. Like ID teams are taking PH players. Malaysia teams are taking PH players. Cambodia teams are taking PH players, right? And then like Myanmar's taking the coaches. So PH players and coaches are going everywhere. And the good ones, a lot of the good ones, are also getting poached by the different game, right? By the game we shall not name. So now, like, there's going to be a lack of talent here in the region. Aside from the talent that obviously is staying. But a lot of them are out, you know what I mean? So you have to regen. And it'll take time. I think this is the problem with PH right now. Because a lot of the players are just getting taken out of the region. That's why there is MDL. It's not as easy as that, chat. It's not as easy as like, oh, we have MDL, so we'll always have like a freaking surplus of talent. That's why whenever we talk about, you know, Blacklist or even Echo or Aurora when they won, these players are generational, chat. You don't know what you had until you lose them, type of deal, you know? These are generational talents. These aren't talents that you can just get out of nowhere. I don't like the fact that like people are just like, well, we'll just grow more players from MDL. Dude, 90% of MDL won't be the level of Sanford, Carl, Sanji. Like, these are generational talents, you know? It's not unlimited, man. This is not water. These are not renewable resources, all right? Like, you're gonna have to wait for another generational talent. You guys got a golden generation of talents, and some of them now are moving to H, some of them are moving to IDPH MY, or sorry, ID Myanmar MY, blah blah blah. And then now we're left with like these ones. Not to say that these ones aren't good, but the new ones are coming in and you need time to develop them. So yeah, pretty cool.
And again, ONIC is still on a roll. Yeah. We don't know if they're gonna even see them fail.
Yeah, I honestly think M2 all the way to M7 is like golden generation, man. It's like every new player PH gets, it's all generational. It's like, I don't know if it's once in a lifetime. Obviously, we'll have to see if it is once in a lifetime, if it's just gonna stop. But what a crazy bunch of players that y'all have from the last, what, 5-6 years, 6-7 years.
With Uni and Kyrie, they're just both of those players.
Take Teddy as an example, a player from MDL. I still don't get the Teddy slander, guys. Like, why are we all just blaming Teddy when TLPH don't perform?
The biggest problem
TLPH, the entire team underperformed. It's not just Teddy, but why is Teddy getting so much hate? Just because he's not popular, guys. You guys pick him to like blame. I remember seeing a freaking, oh my god, I saw a reel of someone pointing out, oh, look at him on the Paquito, he doesn't go in. Chat, on the Paquito, if you use skill 2 twice, you don't go in again, you wait for your cooldowns. That's why I say Kelra's so patient. And that's what Teddy was doing as well. Why is it that the new players on these new teams always get the most hate? I don't get it. It's the same with Erlan, chat. People are hating Erlan. They're like, my boy, I don't care. Erlan's my boy. Gadami, what's up? 10 Canadian dollars. No, the biggest problem is the fucking salary or finance. Okay, that isn't... But that is what causes the players to leave for other regions. So what I said earlier, yes, it is because of the financial situation. Someone, thank you for the 81 or 0.81 cents. Why you think MPLPH not getting young players anymore? Like the last one is James Pangs. Because it's just difficult to develop, guys. I think a lot of y'all taking the golden generation for granted. The golden generation won't last forever. That's why every time I see clips or I see the comment section of Clippers, and I see a lot of people just saying, it's okay, these players can just go abroad, it's okay, we're gonna have another Sanford, we're just gonna grow another Sanji. That's not how it works, dude. You don't just get another LeBron. You don't just get another freaking MJ, alright? That's generational. You're lucky that you get so many at the same time. but you're gonna have to wait again for another one. Hex, I call it fast-paced, sustain meta. Mathilda user here. Mathilda is really good for early to mid-game comp. Yeah, that's true. But I agree. Earlier with the donation from Gadamu. So the reason these players from PH are getting are moving to different regions or moving to H is because of the finance, right? Like, I mean, the reality is the money ain't that good for pro players in Philippines. Like MPL Philippines pays, I think the teams pay less than MPL ID, than MPL Malaysia. Maybe even Myanmar. Maybe that's why, you know, Coach Marv's went over to Myanmar. But yeah, unless you're winning, you don't get that much money. Like why the Liquid guys aren't moving anywhere, or why the Falcons guys aren't moving anywhere is because, well, I think Falcons, Liquid, they're an exemption right now because they are international orgs. They probably pay their players like a shit ton of money. And they also make it to international, so they get an additional like bonus from big-ass prize pools. But for a lot of the mid-table teams, the mid to lower teams, this is where it gets really difficult for them. Because their prize pool is low, their salary, they don't get paid well, I guess. And that's why these players are moving to different teams and getting so much better. Like, guys, maybe we've thought about it the wrong way, right?
Indonesia generates more value than PHMPL-wise.
Yeah, Claude Kalim, that's true. Yes, Indonesia generates more value than PHMPL-wise, yes. Yeah, ID sponsors. ID is just... I mean, it's not even fair to compare it, dude. I don't know how big MLBB is in the Philippines. I know it's big, but you can't compare it to how big it is in Indo in a way. In Indo, the players are literally celebrities, you know? Like, they're mainstream celebrities. I don't know if it's the same in the Philippines, but Kyrie cannot walk in malls. If he walks out in a mall, he has to wear a cap, sunglasses, and a mask. If he just walks out, no cover, everyone's gonna just walk up and say, "Yo, can I get a picture?" Legit. I don't even think it's Kyrie. Just the entire ONIC. If anyone from ONIC walks into the mall, any of the main members, they're gonna get surrounded. Are you a celebrity in ID? No, I'm not. They don't speak English a lot, but there are people who know me. There are people who know me. Not to the level of the players though. Hell no. And I'm pretty thankful for that because I don't want to. Yeah. I'm pretty thankful for that actually. Can I get a picture? That's a different level of famous. No, yeah, seriously. I'm not even like, this is not hyperbole. If Kyrie walks out into a mall, he's going to get a billion people walking up to him. He's a celebrity. How popular is mirko in Indo? Not popular at all, chat. Not popular at all in Indo. Seriously. I get recognized more when I go out than in Indo. You're a celebrity in PH? I don't think I'm a celebrity in PH. People just know me, man. Celebrity means like mainstream, bro. Be only sting once. I think a lot of people doesn't realize how different these PH players are compared to others. Just sorry. I think a lot of people doesn't realize how different these PH players are compared to others. Just because of the amount of outstanding players there are. Yeah. Who is the most popular in ID? I think the most popular is still Kyrie, dude. I mean, you got the face and you got the skills, right? Like, GG. ONIC will never let him go, bro. It's like Messi, it's like Ronaldo, Messi type of shit, you know? And that's why I have this card. Signed Kyrie card. Just gonna flex a little bit, baby. Let's go. Alright. SRG this time take blue. Melissa and Freya gets banned out. The Marcel and the Atlas is still the same. I don't know if they're gonna prio Mathilda, but I honestly feel like Red 3 could be Mathilda here. ONIC is the T1 of Indonesia. Yes!
So
No
ONIC
joke!
is the T1 of
ONIC
Indonesia.
are the T1 of Indonesia. Claude Kalim, thank you so much. Guys, ONIC, I think this is real, okay? But I'm not sure. I don't have the actual demographics. But ONIC probably have more female fans than male fans. I think the percentage is a bit more to the female side. I swear, every time I go to the MPL arena and it's an ONIC match, I see like 70% of the crowd are women. This is not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, yes, it's literally like T1. Because T1 fans are like mainly, I think, women, right? Because like, they have like okay looking players, if you know what I mean. They're pretty overrated. I think Kyrie's not that good looking, right? He's like, no, he's fucking handsome as shit, bro. We got the best player in the world. We got the best looking player in the world. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. SRG, first pick.
Blue one Barats or blue one Belarek?
I think that,
Even Lutpi? Okay, guys.
They don't want to give that
This
over.
is another fun fact, all right? This is a little bit of slander to the ONIC fans.
That's a tough choice.
But I think if you tell them to name
That's a tough one
all the
because
ONIC
they're
players,
so-
they will struggle with some. They'll probably be like, oh yeah, I know all the ONIC players. Kyrie,
He's moved across the map.
Keyboy, Kelra, and they're like, yo, what about the others? And they're like,
To trade that, so
yeah, that's it.
I think you should give it over to Cram.
Honestly, I think I need to make content. I need to walk out and ask these fans like name 7 ONIC players of the past or present. And they'll struggle, bro. I legit, they'll struggle. They're like, yeah, Kyrie, Keyboy, Kelra, Udil, you know? And then they're like, fuck, I don't know who else, dude. All right, Barats gets picked up first. Uranus is still open and they pick up the Barats here. Raiden Yinlin, thank you. EC with global ban defeated teams without global ban. Do MPLs need to implement global ban? You're LARPing. Spirit did not have global ban this season. They had global ban in the last season in M8 and they freaking lost. They didn't make it to top 4.
It's after World Collective.
No, Region should not implement global ban.
Let me double check.
What's better?
There you go.
than
Uranus gets picked up.
Like, what is the above of World? I would think Universe.
Or Galaxy.
Hirara? Did they take Hirara, chat, or did they?
Speaking of
Yeah,
Galaxy,
boom.
Uranus goes-
Uranus, Hirara. Now it's going to be tough for SRG because there's going to be Mathilda, right?
We don't have it yet. Spoilers, sorry.
It might also just be Eudora, honestly. They might go Eudora. I don't know. Bro, Memento, Sans and Lutpi are diversity hires, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say that, bro. Sans and Lutfi are good, bro. It's just
That's fine. The
not a lot of the fans are fans of them.
Go to the hands of Kyrie. I'd be a little worried.
Anti-mage,
Oh,
yes, sir.
SRG, because you know, Kyrie, I think he's really excels at the Hirata.
Have you watched Spider-Man? Yes, sir. I love Spider-Man. Brand New Day is amazing. I like it.
Right. I think just the mobility that
What do
she
they
has,
pick? Did they go
that's why
Fanny?
he's
If they go
so
Fanny, I think this
so
is Red
important.
3
I think
Ruby,
that's why Barrett's first pick,
right?
blue
Or do
side,
they
is
not
actually
care?
Very valuable here. Not only do you take it out of the hands of Loopy, but it allows you to go ahead and get that potential.
Oh, nice.
setup
They go
to
Harley instead.
alleviate some
And
pressure.
Brody.
So, you go with
Whoa.
that. Now, they're
A
also
blind
going
Brody
in
pick is
single
kind of crazy, no?
gold lane
Even
already.
Kelra doesn't go blind
Picking up
Brody.
the Harley
Innocence
from
feeling it, chat. He
previously.
doesn't want to go on Ruby anymore.
Okay. Good amount of burst.
I
coming
guess there's
in.
no one that really
Everyone being
counters
able to
him now.
Take advantage of,
I
whoever
guess.
gets caught in Denton as well.
Gadamu. Meanwhile, ONIC PH got that Transformer fan base.
got that Transformer fan base.
Oh my god, I
Full
just
moon
realized
with
for that.
face emoji.
Thank you for the $5 Canadian, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy to say.
As hardcore fans.
They're just gonna go Mathilda, I think, chat. Mathilda is just really good.
How does
Red 3
Onyx
Mathilda,
go
or it's gonna be banned out
finalize
for sure,
the Brody
right?
immediately?
They technically,
What else do we have left?
if they want to open up other things, sure.
Does Keller go fighter again?
I honestly feel Eudora is gonna be good too, but they go Belleric. Ooh,
Could he go fighter
Oh, okay.
against the Brody? Is that
against
something
the
you
against the
wanna do?
Brody,
Maybe
right?
just
Easy to catch unless your name's Kelra.
range
Coco,
for
who do you think is the
range
goat of
gets the
Indo? No
Clint,
bias.
unless it's
Goat of Indo is
banned
Sans.
out. I think
Yeah,
it's funny,
if you're
okay,
talking
there's some
Indonesian
ranks
player,
that respect to
most
come through,
achievements, it's
but
Sans, bro.
it's
This guy's the
interesting,
goat of
man,
Indo.
like, I feel like even now,
It has to be an ONIC
we're
player. If it's
seeing
not Sans, it's Keyboy, bro.
changing a bunch, but it's like
Lutpi Glazer, ONIC XP laners always overshadowed. Lutpi boots my goats. Yeah, dude. They banned the Mathilda. Nice. Okay, so they just didn't have that in their plan. I like this. I like this. It's either they pick it up Red 3 or they ban it. There's no way. They let it go, it's crazy. Yeah. It's either Sans or Keyboy, chat. Not Moreno. Moreno will be the future GOAT. Don't worry. But he's still got a lot of trophies to get, right?
I think in this case, maybe you just
Are
go
you an
with the
LFC
Knights,
fan?
unless
Yes,
it's gonna be
bro.
one of these
Yes.
dancers.
Liverpool #1. I missed out the donation.
The
Hold
club
on.
just doesn't fit the whole.
I noticed, Creamy Cream. What's up, man? I noticed a lot of people slander Lutpi too. I feel like he's a versatile XP laner. He's good in either tank XP or playmaking XP. Might not always be the best, but he's always up there. I agree, Creamy Cream. Lutpi and Rez, basically, they're like Teddy. They're newcomers that always get slandered because they don't want to blame the other players. It's like it's literally 4 horsemen, but the 4 horsemen in ONIC is everybody except XP. You know, the XP laners of ONIC are like the gold laners of TL. They'll always be the ones to be blamed out because they're not as popular as the rest. So yeah.
I don't think we've seen picked up yet.
Lo Yi ban. That's a good ban, actually. I didn't expect the Lo Yi. It is something that Aurora have shown a couple of times.
Taking a quick
It's
look.
very good against this kind of front to back, against this motherfucker as well. The Lilia is an option if they want to deal with the Barats.
See what they decide to go with. They're still honing in on the roam.
Is Kelra also your boy? Dude, at this point, I don't know who's not my boy. I think there's less... There may be more normal players than my boys, man. Yeah, anyway, bro. You never walk alone, my guy. Nice. They banned Eudora as well. Wow, alright. Every pick that they don't want to get, they just ban out. They don't, they're not ego anymore. Nice.
Both teams are kind of like, okay,
You like Araujo? No, I'm an Araujo hater when he was in Barcelona, but I guess now he's my boy, bro.
You know
Sketch
Rosemary
India,
PUBG
what's up?
player?
You know
How
Rosemary?
big is PUBG and
Okay, PUBG and ID isn't as big as it was before. PUBG in Indo was massive back in the day, dude. When Bigatron won one of the world tournaments, that was insane. Like PUBG was, I think, bigger than ML at a certain point. But now it's kind of dying, dude. So they are still very famous, don't get me wrong, but they're not as famous as the MLBB players. Rafaela. I like this band as well. Very good, man. SRG are good. Good drafts. Damn, this guy lit, dude. I swear, Kelra is the only goal laner, maybe with Innocent as well, that don't care. Even if they are forced on heroes with no purify, they don't care. They trust in their skills so much that they can pull off these picks. Like Brody first phase and then a freaking Clint against a Harley, chat. It's so tough to play. My God.
You have enough safe distance to try to stay away from getting, Wrath of the Dryad.
Why are we getting Rafaela mid? Because we're in the sustain meta. Burst/sustain meta. It's weird. Like the sustain is picked to counter the burst. ONIC 2-0. Oh my God. Are we gonna get a freaking the same result? Gadam, thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars. I'm donating because I got a good job in the government here. Don't tell anybody, chat. Mirko keeps taking my money. Gadam, keep donating. Give me that. Corruption is only bad when I'm not a part of it. Was? That was a joke, chat. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Okay, okay. That was a joke. Glue gets picked up with the Valentina. They got to steal on the Wrath of the Dryad. ONIC last pick. Vex. Oh, dude, that Vexana pick is actually 5-head against the Glue as well. Oh, that's a good pick. And they're gonna play for the Clint. Uy. That's honestly very good drafts from both sides. ONIC are playing a gamble with the Clint, but it's on Kelra. Innocent are playing, SRG are playing a gamble with the freaking Brody, but it's Innocent, I like it when teams trust in their players like this. They're like, I don't care. We have good players. We might as well use it. Very high skill ceiling, but yes. W reference, man. My GOAT PewDiePie, the real GOAT of YouTube. Not Mr. Beast, alright? PewDiePie. Yums is cooked. Why is Yums cooked? The Glue? Oh, because of the Vexana? Yeah. He just needs to be very smart with the usage of the pass, chat.
The Vexana has really done a lot better over the course of time.
All right, let's go. Who's going to win, chat? Is it going to be 2-0 repeat of MSC, or will SRG get the revenge? Will it be at least game 3?
I need a game 3.
Come on, we need a game 3. I agree. We need a freaking game 3, man. Respect the streamers, ONIC. Respect the streamers, SRG. We need freaking money too. We need that bread. Master Assassin, the Weapon Master for Kelra, both on the fighter emblem. Disgusting meta. Yums. Put yourself together for Sans. Makes a lot of sense here against Stormy, who's going to be trying to flicker in forward with Wrath of the Dryad. Okay. Aside from that, nothing crazy. It's just normal.
So much to catch up to. I don't know how they're going to find Sans.
Damn, look at this. Ah, dude. Innocent versus Kelra on Marksman. This is what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see the Paquito bullshit. Paquito Ruby. Ay. I want to see this shit, bro. I want to see MM versus MM, Innocent Kelra. Finally.
It's all up to the athletic flicker, basically, for SRG.
Oh, my God. Just as I say I want this matchup, they're like, no, we got to wait a bit more.
This one, best of 3 series. You're facing
pull yourself together meta. All right, chat. Why is pull yourself together meta? Pop quiz. This is very easy though. Like, I think most people will just get it. Theoretically, why is it meta, chat?
Which will be our one and only best of 5. Can't wait for that best of 5 to break through because again,
Mir cursed.
the nature.
Hello, Miracle. Where is Boots? Boots is in the other game, man.
Gone through it all, man.
Flicker cooldown because it's a stay meta. All of this are, all of it is pretty good too. Pretty good reasons, cooldown obviously because it gives you cooldown. But the main reason is it's a very action-packed meta, so it's very easy to just stack on assists and kills because there's gonna be so much action around the map. So that's why. It's like cooldown is obviously cooldown. But if it's a slow meta, you won't get your cooldown. Because it's based on the stacks are from eliminations, right? Assists or kills. So it's because it's action-packed. We always have team fights super early. You get a billion assists, a billion kills at the start of the game. So you get that fully stacked very early. Now we're back.
him and Humes can just do this forever, especially if Keyboy can punch someone after he gets his second skill going.
Okay, well, at least no one goes down. This is what we kind of expected, though.
I wish Vitality wins against Aurora, dude. They're not Vitality, they're Bigatron. And I agree. What?
Here, so Turtle still a bit away, 30 seconds from now.
I hope
but
they win.
If we think about when these level 4s come online.
Really good zoning by Stormy. Sans is already under-leveled for a bit.
There's a couple.
Look at him. I think he missed a minion, Sans. He got zoned earlier. So no level 4 for Turtle 1 for Sans. That is a bit scary.
The crowd control for SRG.
Yums? Oh, I thought he was going to skill one flicker there, but Harley wasn't around.
Flicker is burned for Kelra,
Sans has to recall. He's so low.
That's how you catch him.
Can I go Warcry? No, guys. You go QC now if you're Melissa, I think.
For sure. Speed is the
Okay, Sans is cooked. This first Turtle. Oh, big chomp. Cram with a chomp. They go for the kill. Good Terrify. Keyboy still. Whoa, I thought Keyboy's still dead. He's still dead anyway. He's still dead. Boom. Pass. Boom. Lutpi. All right, nice first Turtle for SRG. Good stuff.
They're pushing Lutpi back. Again, I told you.
Ronaldo or Messi? Messi, bro. Tuluang Sansei, thank you so much.
And that speed is in the form of a dinosaur right now. It's in the form of that Barrett's. And this is what we
Sneaky kill.
He didn't even have to burn the flicker there. But think about
Yeah, ONIC didn't really respect SRG there, man. Sans is already so low. They should have just given neutral objective for free. They shouldn't try to walk up. But hey, it is the roamer, so it's still okay.
They burn a battle spell, or at least they really try to dodge.
Who's in the caster desk? It's Naisu and Leo, I believe. Not Wolf today. Bye-bye to Wolf.
Barretts are so strong. They're so deadly. We saw Lutpi do this multiple times, so why not take a page?
Big chomp again. Oh my god, dude. Oh, holy shit, Cram. That is so 5-head. Flickers in the last second. Freaking spits him out on Sans. Oi, Cram. Well played, bro. Well played. Oh my god, that was so well played by Cram.
He just said, let me show you one.
Spat him out onto Sans, man. The tree is dead again. Great start for SRG now. And it's not a cancer comp for ONIC. They have sustain, but not like the Mathilda Uranus sustain. Whoa! Damn, oh, dude. God damn. Non-stop action, chat. Holy moly.
So I think
all right, bro. Stormy just got cooked.
I'm game. Comes in with a
Barat's still annoying as fuck. Yeah, Barat is very annoying, chat. And it's because Cram plays it in such a smart way. Like, Lutpi doesn't realize he's gone from the map. Usually you want to rotate around the map after you clear, but Cram has just been ignoring these waves, bro. And that's... He's subverting ONIC's expectations. He's making Sans and Keyboy...
Yeah,
he's making Lutpi confused. Lutpi probably didn't calm to the team because he didn't expect Cram to rotate to mid. Yo, what's up, Nongpang? Nongpang Pate. Welcome to Alpha, my guy.
Trying to get the best here before they start to pop off. You can see the Blade of Hepsies already is secured.
Tequila, thank you for 50 pesos, man. If Faker plays MLBB, is mid his best role.
If Faker plays MLBB, is mid his best role?
I don't know. Probably, dude. I think so because he has the fundamentals of mid already.
On the conceal, looking to take the mount on the Sans.
Dude, they're doing so much damage. Hold on. Kyrie walking up. Big chomp coming out. Wrath of the Giant. Oh, great untargetable by Kyrie. Terrify, Eternal Guard. They go all in. Boom, bang, bada bing. Keyboy in the front. Doing damage again. Kyrie's walking up on Yums. Keyboy's taking a lot of damage. He's slow. He gets away. Yums can't get him. Free Turtle. SRG just get it. No trades. Mugiwara, what's up? It's Tershan's birthday. Merry Goat. Can you shout out Tershan? Happy birthday, man. Thank you, Mugiwara, for the 40 rupees.
Yeah, that looked really dicey. Oh, up top.
I thought Cram was going to die there. I thought they would get a trade from that.
Cram there. And it was...
Yeah, really good damage. He's slow. He gets away. Yums can't get him. Free Turtle. SRG just get it. No trades. Mugiwara, what's up? It's Tershan's birthday. Merry Goat. Can you shout out Tershan? Happy birthday, man. Thank you, Mugiwara, for the 40 rupees.
Yeah, that looked really dicey. Oh, up top.
I thought Cram was going to die there. I thought they would get a trade from that.
Cram there.
Locking Lutpi out of his main
Terrify. Eternal Guard into the... Oh, damn. It's so scary for you. He gets away. Yums can't get him.
Every single time you see that Uranus.
Carl is washed. Carl is not washed, guys. It's just not his meta, bro.
This galactic type of whatever he is, creature. You know, because he's just so tanky. He's so tanky, and at the same time, if you kind of spend too much time around him, you're going to take damage. Cram, get the taunt. Keyboy's up there. They just want to go ahead and keep this turret up. They'll do just that. But now ONIC, what they've been able to do is kind of stop the bleeding a little bit.
They got clear up top.
Out there.
Turtle spawning. Uranus gets the clear. They sent the Brody into the top lane. They zone Kelra away. Oh! Damn!
Did he flicker or did we just...
No, Kelra didn't flicker. It was a flicker from Cram. Kelra just, you know, it was unfortunate. Cram didn't get him.
Oh my lord, it's
Wow, Kelra didn't even have to
Kelra
flicker. And that, damn. That was skill 2 from Kelra? Or what? Or was that just like Cram missing? Kelra just, you know, it was unfortunate. Cram didn't get him.
Oh my lord, it's
Wow, Kelra didn't even have to flicker. And that, damn. That was skill 2 from Kelra? Or what? Or was that just...
Yeah, this feels bad when I think he's so. But now ONIC, what they've been able to do is.
Oh, they got clear up top.
Out there.
Turtle spawning. Uranus gets the clear. They sent the Brody into the top lane. They zone Kelra away. Oh, damn! Uranus. Look at Uranus. Uranus. Brody can't do anything to Uranus, bro. Uranus likes it, bro. What? Oh my, Udi. Oh, Kyrie gets a freaking Sky Piercer. Oh my God, chat. I think it's GG, no? What's going on now? Like, SRG cannot deal with the front line of ONIC, and Sans can constantly destroy this glue.
I can already see the crowd.
That's what I'm saying earlier in the draft as well, chat. This Vexana, massive pick, man. Terrified, boom, curse blast as well. Kyrie has been amazing on this Hirara too, by the way. He's just dodging everything. Kalra, he's dead. Nice Sky Piercer stack for Innocent. Oh, what happened mid? Wrath of the Dryad as well from Keyboy. Oh my God, Stormy's getting clapped by Sans. Look at this freaking dirty Uranus, man. Cutting the wave in the bottom lane. Untargetable, untargetable again. Yums can't get him. Oh my God.
Secured at least by Yums. It went from worse to bad.
Yeah, this tier 1 mid as well, chat.
Purple buff on Yums, man, but you know what?
ONIC are so good at playing this meta, though.
Something up through this because SRG.
I'm so surprised right now by the way that they've been playing in GOTF. Honestly, not just GOTF, even in MSC. Did you guys expect them to 3-0 Falcons? That's crazy, no?
With Kelra, the reaction times. I know we just died.
And don't give me the bullshit of like, oh, Falcons didn't try. They tried, bro. You know how much money they were fighting for? 250K was it? Or like 150K? Yeah, nah, they weren't trolling. None of them were trolling for 3rd place. They were only trolling during the player introductions.
Resources to make sure that Kelra isn't there. He is starting to scale up here. He's got the Berserker's Fury and the Endless Battle now for that Clint.
Yeah, so efficient. I think it's just... It's the signature ONIC Yeb style of play, chat. If you remember ONIC Philippines, when Villar was playing Uranus, right? That's why they always just prior Uranus as well. Banana split, bro.
That's the problem SRG are dealing with right now. That's what put them about.
Who said Sans is washed? I don't know, bro. Don't switch up, though. Imagine he starts dying. Cram. Look, Peach is standing in front of Cram, bro. He's taking the shots. Oh! Big chop on Kelra. They all move away. Tornagar comes around. That was... Oh, Uni. Oh my God, Kelra's there. Kyrie gets a kill. They have to back away right now. Sans is still alive. Yums is there. Terrified comes in. Keyboy gets mounted. Throw him back to the team. Look, P. Purify out, bro. Kyrie's still alive. They can still play. Innocent! Boom, Sky Piercer. They go on Yums. Can they kill Yums, though? Good Terrify. Oh, dude, that damage is kind of nasty. Stormy walking up again. 3v3 now. 2 for 2. Holy. Look, P.
Yep, so
Wave down below is good for SRG.
A really good fight, though, honestly, for SRG.
Kelra's feeding? No, Chad. This is just the reality of picking Clint into this comp. I'm telling you. It's a risk. It's a gamble, man. Oh, Innocent with a smooch. Oh! Yo, does he die? Oh, he gets the regen. Kyrie. Oh! Cram! Small dino trying to bite. Oh, no. It's this meta is honestly so awkward, man. ONIC have just so much sustain with this Uranus. Oh no, why are they going in, dude? Half your team is dead. They're recalling. What? That was kind of troll by Cram and Yums, man. Cram already used Detonus Welcome in front of the faces of ONIC, and they still try to open. They should just give. Oh no, bro.
Oh man, Leo. He's looking to be as bad.
That was very troll, man. They are not respecting ONIC, dude. They use their resources literally in front of ONIC, and they still walk up.
Items fall in place. Lord secured. Loopy will keep things together, and it's crazy because Loopy, he's just got an Oracle Radiant Armor and Chastise.
ONIC copied a Team Spirit comp. I knew I already saw this somewhere. Yeah, dude. Spirit were able to adapt to the meta very quick. So you gotta give them props. I hate the narrative right now that they're lucky champions because they lose GOTF, even though they just flew in, didn't scrim at all after winning.
Decent fights for SRG, but the problem is not only getting through Loopy, but
did you have to mimic the Barat's ultimate? Yes.
They have to pay too much attention.
Dude, it's so funny to see the small Barat's ult though. You know, it looks like a freaking lizard on the wall jumping.
And that's a big problem for SRG to get through.
Sounds like a first world problem.
Is Kyrie the best Hirata?
They're also thinking about Sans. And all this while, there's
He's
this
the
big
best
massive
Fanny,
tree
I think.
walking up,
Is he the
and
best Hirata? Maybe,
whatever the
maybe.
hell Uranus
Who's
is,
the best Hirata, chat? I think there's a
only Purify holder, which also
Zaur,
gets
Tianzi, Kyrie. I think there's an argument to be made for all those
even
players
Innocent
you
can't
mentioned,
deal
right?
with Loopy,
On best
even if
Hirata.
he stood underneath his ult.
Yeah, really good clear here on the Lord, though, at least. We'll see if ONIC gets some tier 2 turrets. That might be all they get. SRG's playing really carefully just to not get caught. Their side of the jungle. They've got the waves.
Like, all of them have their strengths on Hirata. Zaur is very efficient. I'll call him that. He's not flashy at all when he's playing Hirata, dude. He's just efficient, right? Cold-blooded efficiency. And then there's Tianzi, who's so crazy. He just goes in. Kyrie is like a good mix. Big chomp. Hold on. I'll read that donation in a bit. Cram goes in. Oh, Wrath of the Dry, but Sans was able to get out of there. Oh my god, what a freaking reaction. Look, Peace walking up. Keyboy's there. Turnabout Memory kills Keyboy. Oi, Yums in the back. Hits Sans. Great reaction by Sans, by the way, on the Wrath of the Dry, but now it's Yums. He's dead. Right? Does he have ult again? Yes, he does. They're going to play it safe. That was a good fight for SRG. Hold on now. I missed the donation. Mystique, 2 SGD. Where's DJY when we need him? No, for SRG's sake, we don't need DJY, bro. If DJY streams, SRG will lose.
That was really good positioning from Yums, though. You know, he waited patiently in that brush. Saw an opening.
SRG are back, though, chat.
Right to him.
Yo, Innocent's still unkillable. Hold on now. Hold on now.
Kind of the game plan.
Good clear from ONIC's side laners. And
you know, someone's gonna
whoa,
play,
Kelra's damage is kind of crazy.
This waiting game.
Hold on, game 3, please. I'm also rooting for game 3, chat. We gotta respect the streamers, right? Respect us, respect the streamers. Give us all the games.
From Kelra, or at least put enough pressure on Sans.
Yo, Genmes, what's up? Shout out Sir Mirko. What's up, Genmes86? Look, he's there. Cram. Okay, no fight.
Amidst it all, SRG keeps things kind of under control.
It's the ult. Look at how far back Kelra is playing, dude. That's what you need to do when you have no flicker. Dino.
He felt there was a fight about to break out.
They need to clear top before they fight for this Lord. SRG, can they blitz the Lord? Clint shows up top. No, they can't. Timing's not there.
Clearing what needs to be cleared so that they're ready to dance.
Good slow push by Kelra. Actually, we'll wait for the position. How healthy is that kind of minion that he pushed in? If it's full HP, I think it does. It clears it out, or it builds a slow push, a very slow push. Oh no, Cram. Oh, he goes in.
No, he doesn't.
Wrath of the Dryad already used up. Cram already used that to his welcome. Again, he gets baited. Oh my god, dude. The finesse of this freaking Hirata. Boom, bang, Lutpi survives. This Uranus is so annoying, man.
What do you think
Through a
about
deadly
Corey
magic and a
Williams
torn apart
going to
memory, he just
war?
survives that shit. The Castrolius, what's up, man? 50 What the hell? Yums got blasted by both Vexana and Hirata. What do you think about Coily rumors going to Aurora? Aurora need an assassin player. I think they did a good job with the scouting, picking up Coily after a good performance with Pro.
Patrick Star, the glue, or just a small Barats without stacks, man. Feels like...
Dude, Cram is getting baited so easily right now by Kyrie, and I can't even blame him because if he doesn't do anything, he's dead. If he goes dead to his welcome, Kyrie can freaking react to it.
He wanted to put on a show.
Crazy.
For all the fans out there of ONIC, well, Kyrie is doing just that. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and cap off this
ONIC are just so patient.
Push, but SRG,
seriously.
Oh, they got to be careful.
The way they play in this meta is so... Like, they're so calm with it, you know? They can be behind in goal, but they don't care. SRG, on the other hand, there's a lot of times where they just go in, like the Cram Yums trying to contest the previous Lord type of deal.
It's a matter of holding it down.
They're too hasty, man.
Stacks as we speak. But, again, time it out.
Fox, are you going to crash out? SRG?
Yeah, he's got to get... And Keyboy has been doing...
Beloy effect. Beloy... Oh my god, wait a second, you're right. So M3 ONIC PH, the banana split with Uranus was also with Beloy in Rome. And Beloy was using Mathilda, was he not? Natalia Mathilda? Oh god, Yums is just...
Massive eternal guard. Down goes Yums.
Yeah, this Vexana is so annoying, man. Great Vexana pick. Gotta give him props for that Vexana pick. That's big brain.
Lord still standing. Wails away at the mid lane inhibitor
Wow.
a couple times. Sans.
An attempt by Uni.
Uni back.
Huh?
Point blank
Wait, did he
Hunter.
misclick?
ONIC are taking it slow here. Stolen EG.
Wait, what was that? Cram? Did they see him? Dead to his welcome, though, is the question.
They just want to get this turret, so another wave needs to be pushing in here. So right now, SRG does a pretty good job, I'd say. Now that they've dealt with 2 lords being secured by ONIC, they only lose 1 base turret, so that's not bad. It's just the main
He tried to
thing
ult
of,
flicker,
again,
but
not
the wave
getting
was
caught
cleared
in this
out.
position where it converts
I guess he was
to
waiting for the next wave.
ONIC. They
Maybe.
still don't have an answer for this fully stacked Kyrie Hirata. Oh, look at this
I know
positioning.
what.
So Uni
I know he can. Oi! Flicker ult, but he gets Keyboy. Oh no, he doesn't get sound. Oh, what a flank by Uni! Wait. That's an insane flank by Uni. Oh, but Kyrie's probably gonna wipe them, huh? With the Hirata. Oh, dude, that's just. How are you alive? How are you alive? Holy shit! How is Sans alive, bro? Dude, Uni with a crazy flank, but it don't even matter. I thought they could actually win that one. What the fuck? Sans stays alive with 1.
Oh man.
That's not even. That's literally no health right there.
And I'm not sure Uni
Oh
can defend.
my god,
Oh,
Kyrie,
another
bro.
one. Leo, that looks
Just
like
gonna
it's
flex the
gonna be
freaking
it.
Kyrie
ONIC
card that I got,
will
baby.
make it happen
Oh,
here.
2-0
Big
back
fans
to
of the
back
crowd
against
can cheer because it's gonna be
SRG.
a sweep against SRG
Oh my
to get to
lord,
the
chat.
grand final
ONIC make it to
once
grand
again
finals
for another shot
for
at the
GOTF.
championship
Back to back
against the
grand
future
finals for
2026.
ONIC in GOTF. They're the GOTF merchants now, chat.
Just like that.
GG. Well played, man. Well played, ONIC. Well played. That was such a good game.
Understanding
Man,
of
we gotta
the
freaking watch that again. ONIC versus
ONIC
Aurora Grand
versus
Finals.
Aurora
Aesthetic, you're
Grand
forgetting my
Final
goats. You're
rematch in
forgetting the best team in the world.
Still
Hello?
don't have an answer for
Dude, this was a
fully
crazy
stacked
flank by Uni. He walked into bottom lane and he just walked all the way back. He got Kelra too. This was insane.
Uni gonna try to make a play.
Great usage of Flying Claws though. This was so good. Seriously, this was a great play by SRG. It just didn't work out. So Sans Winter Crown was able to space.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Usakis and Grow O. UNI is 8HHH.
Well played. Well played. Sky's in, bro. Uni is Dude, Uni was good. What do you mean? The Castrolius. Thank you for 50 pesos, man. Uni was good, dude.
14 kills.
Oh man.
He was actually probably the best in the team with Innocent. Everybody else was doing okay, but they were getting gapped. Oh man, well played, well played.
Break before we head on to
It's
our
actually back to back to back. Wait, really? Did they make it to GOTF 2025 or 2024? Wait, who won GOTF 2024?
Rate my take.
Oh, you're
I feel like
right.
Sons and Kivboy should not
ONIC
play
have always
together.
been-
When they work,
ONIC
they
have
are
always
best,
made it to
but when they
GOTF
don't,
Grand
they suck
Finals.
so bad.
That's a crazy stat. They've never missed a Grand Final. They lost to AP Bren in 2024. You're right. This is after M5. And then the one... Wait. Right? Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Damn. Damn. The bad guy. What's up? 100 rupees. Rate my take. I feel like Sans and Keyboy should not play together. When they work, they are best. But when they don't, they suck. Damn. This is after M5. And then the one... Wait. I don't agree with that. It's just the meta and form, bro. Like, players will be in and out in form. There'll be times where some players pop off. There'll be other times where the other players pop off. It's just the nature of competition, bro. No one can be at their peak forever. They're gonna be a dip and then come back and then dip, come back. ONIC haven't dropped the game yet, by the way. Oh, you're right. ONIC have been undefeated in GOTF